Welcome to Walk the Line. I'm your host, OG Chris Murray. Y'all know what time it is. It is week 5 in the DML, and I'm here to provide y'all with those golden picks. Now, with everybody being in the house due to the quarantine of the coronavirus, the advances are popping off at rapid speed in the DML. Some guys are balling out. Some guys are starting off from the gates real slow and sluggish. However, I'm not going to hold y'all up. Let's dive into these games and these picks. First up, we got the Bucs and the Chicago Bears versus Embro and the Green Bay Packers. The Bucs managed to knock off the Packers twice last year. In both matchups, the Bears defense managed to hold quarterback Martin Teague to one passing touchdown and cause 6 interceptions. They managed to hold running back Tony Pollard to only 205 rushing yards on the ground and 1 rushing touchdown. In order for the Bears to make this a matchup or a game worth watching, the defense is going to have to implicate those same numbers in this matchup. Okay, defensive coordinator out there in Chicago, all you have to do is show your defense the same exact game footage on those 2 previous games from last year and implicate that in this game. However, the Green Bay Packers, Martin Teague is playing MVP football right now. Okay, the Bears secondary is going to be gunning for him because they managed to rattle him last season. However, I got to make a pick, and with my pick, I'm going with my gut. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers getting a W at home going into Week 6. Moving on, we got Andy and the Las Vegas Raiders versus KP and the Kansas City Chiefs. This right here is a division battle. This win can implicate who wins this division and who falls off a game short of winning this division. Okay, this matchup holds so much weight on all levels, but I'm going to rename this matchup the battle of both quarterbacks. You got Sam Darnold versus Patrick Mahomes in this matchup. Both guys coming to this game with evenly matched numbers across the board. However, the Raiders front four on the defensive side of the ball should be able to get after Patrick Mahomes in this one. The O-line has been very shaky so far this season when it came to protecting the quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, listen to me, man. You're facing a bottom tier run defense, okay? Allow running back Fully, who's averaging 7.2 yards per carry, to open up your offense. For my pick in this game right here, I'm going to have to go with the Las Vegas Raiders getting a W on the road going into Week 6. Moving on, we got HBO and the Baltimore Ravens versus Tyreek and the Miami Dolphins. HBO and these Ravens right now need to just cross their fingers and start praying to the man, guys, that Tyreek has an off game. However, Tyreek is coming into this matchup sitting at 4-0 with one of the hottest defenses in the DML. Everything in this matchup is tipping in your favor. You got the front four. You have the fast, speedy linebackers that can contain Lamar Jackson. You have the rushing attack that can control the time of possession in the game and the tempo of the game. You just can't fall victim to the trap. However, got to make a pick. With my pick, I'm going with the Miami Dolphins and Tyreek getting a W going into Week 6. Moving on, we got Sweets and the Arizona Cardinals versus Niner Time and those San Francisco 49ers. This game right here, okay, 2 guys who faced off in Week 2. It was a dogfight from beginning to the end. Sweets managed to squeeze out a 1-point victory. Expect the same thing in this one, but Kyler Murray, you're going to have to cut back those turnovers. You threw 2 interceptions in the previous matchup. When you're going up against a top tier user, those turnovers can be very crucial. Okay, so you got to protect the ball. Niner Time, Nick Bosa, Solomon Thomas is going to have to impact this game and cause havoc, whether it's stopping the run or getting after the quarterback, because these guys were ghosts in y'all Week 2 matchup. I got to make a pick in this one. So with my pick, I'm going with Niner Time and the San Francisco 49ers with a better performance from Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas getting a W at home going into Week 6. Moving on, we got Addy in the Houston Texans versus Vitamin and the Los Angeles Chargers. Vitamin, okay, we have a big task this week with the high-powered Texans coming to town. 2 things. Can that defense slow down this Texans offense who's putting up 42 points per game? And can your offense manage to put points up on the board against this tough Houston Texans defense who's only allowing 11 points per game? You're going to have to cut back the Texans offensive points average at least by half to make this a game. You gotta attack Deshaun Watson and make him uncomfortable. You gotta hit him from all different kinds of angles. The Houston Texans are adding Denard Wheaton has elevated this defense to a whole nother level. It seems like every single year this guy is elevating his game, and I expect nothing but greatness and him causing havoc in this matchup right here. Gotta make a pick. I just think that the way that the Texans is playing right now, they're just too much for Vitamin to handle. So with my pick, I'm taking Addy and the Texans, getting a W on the road going into week 6. Moving on, we got JB and the Seahawks versus the big homie in the Indianapolis Colts. Okay, the Seahawks coming to this matchup sitting at 3-1. They made some solid moves in the offseason. Things seem to be paying out. It seems to be coming together. Last week they fell short to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team who got away with a 3-point victory, but I like the way I seen how the Seahawks is able to hold their own. Okay, you got an opponent this week who's struggling on both sides of the ball. Keep that winning atmosphere out there in Seattle, okay? Keep a positive mindset. Let's see if these young guys can shake that first loss of the season and keep things going in the right track. This is the matchup that you needed to get things flowing right back in that right direction. However, the big homie, at this point, man, it's time to smash the panic button because it seems like nothing that the Colts can do is giving out positive production. Got to make a pick in this matchup. I'm taking JB and the Seahawks, getting a W on the road going into week 6. Next up, we got.
Oh my God. He's shit everywhere. My house is full of shit! He's shit everywhere!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have the shit bowl game. We have Darkness and the Denver Broncos versus Solomon Kane and the Tennessee Titans. What happens when shitwater meets shitwater? More shitwater. This matchup right here, man, is the definition of the shit bowl. You have the Tennessee Titans who can't seem to get anything right at all this cycle besides producing shit all across the board. Then you got Darkness and the Denver Broncos who have so much talent across the board who can't seem to put things together. It seems like this Denver Broncos team come out tough in the first quarter, then everything turns to hell after that. Gotta make a pick in this one. I'm not gonna waste no time on this game. With my pick, I'm going to go with Solomon Kane and the Tennessee Titans getting a W at home going into week 6. Moving on, we got the Jets and the Schemer versus Tone and the New England Patriots. This game right here is a great matchup for the Jets offense, okay? Everything tips in the favor of the Jets with the high-power offensive weapons of Michael Thomas, George Kittle, Mike Evans, who's going up against the 23rd ranked passing defense in DML. All right, the Schemers are coming off a bye, so quarterback Denzel Marsh had time to rest, time to recuperate from that poor week 3 performance, throwing 4 interceptions. You got to produce in this matchup. Tone, I don't know what's going on with the Patriots. That win mentality has disappeared since Tom Brady left the organization. So I don't know what's going on. But I gotta make a pick in this game. With my pick, I'm going with the Jets and the Schemer getting a W going into week 6. Moving on, we got Bino and the Detroit Lions versus Ralph-O-Matic and the Minnesota Vikings. Even though they're facing a struggling Vikings team, okay, Bino, allowing 28 points per game isn't going to cut it. You gotta cut that in half if you plan on keeping your team in the best position to win. The Vikings, listen, your defense can't get off the field on 3rd down, okay? You're matching up this week against a Lion offense who has a balanced attack, whether it's with the run game or the air attack, okay? Your defense is going to have to get stops and is going to have to keep the defense well rested. So your offense is going to have to produce, and your defense is going to have to get off the field on 3rd downs, okay? You're going to have to get stops. If you cannot get any stops, it's going to be a very, very, very long day for your defense. Got to make a pick in this one. With my pick, I'm taking Bino and the Lions getting a W going into week 6. Moving on, we got Marley and the Carolina Panthers versus Nancy Noop and the Atlanta Falcons. All right, you're coming off the bye, heading into Atlanta. All right, this is a win that you must have on your schedule, circled as a W if you plan on locking up this division. You don't want this win to come back to bite you at the end of the year. All right, make this offseason. Oh, my fault. Make this offense one-dimensional. As far as the INTs, this team has been in the top 5 every single year for a reason. Stop the run, force Nancy Noop to pass the ball, and your secondary should reap the rewards of getting multiple interceptions in this matchup. Nancy Noop, rookie running back Leonard German, after a hot start, was shut down last week. Can he shake that performance and produce this week? Because things are not going to get any easier. All right, you're going up against the 5th ranked run defense in the DML, so that young fella is going to have to figure out how to produce when he's going up against elite run defenses. However, I got to make a pick. With my pick, I'm taking Marley and the Panthers getting a W going into week 6. Moving on, we got Expert and the Dallas Cowboys versus under 2 rated and the Washington Redskins. Man, at this point, X-Rate, man, is playing like a man on a mission. Got the number 1 offense in the DML, number 4th defense in the DML, putting up a whopping 44 points per game while only allowing 14 points. This week, I expect nothing to change. Big win for the Dallas Cowboys. Not going to waste no time on this pick. I'm taking Expert, getting a W going into week 6. Moving on, we got SJ and the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Flair and the Los Angeles Rams. Even though this is another donut season for the Los Angeles Rams and Flair, this week there's a bright spot. You have the number 2 ranked run defense, which tips in your favor going up against an opponent who loves to run the ball. However, SJ, can you figure out a way how not to fall victim to the trap? Because at the end of the day, I know this is a game on your schedule that you already had circled as a win, so with no brainer with this one either. With my pick, I'm taking the Jacksonville Jaguars getting a W going into week 6. Now y'all got the week 5 golden picks. Let's dive into the DML week 5 game of the week. Now we got my Pittsburgh Steelers versus Bruce and the Cleveland Browns. This game right here is going to be flat out the tone setter of who wins the division. Okay, 2 teams who are familiar with playing each other every single year. This game is going to come down to what opponent can cause turnovers and capitalize off of the turnovers. We're both getting off the gate on a little sluggish start, so this matchup right here is going to be very electrifying. Must-watch football. There's going to be a lot of fumbles, a lot of INTs, a lot of sacks, a lot of ground and pound. This is going to be one of those games where it's going to have to take patience. My team, on the offensive side of the ball, my quarterback has been struggling turning over the ball. This is a week where he's going to have to figure it out, going up against elite players as far as Allen Oliver, Denzel Ward, Greedy Williams, Myles Garrett, and the list just goes on and on for how much talent that this Cleveland Brown defense brings to the table. However, the Cleveland Browns is going to have to figure out, with new head coach John Harbaugh, is going to have to figure out how to get top production out of their offense. Now, you already know I never pick against myself, so with my pick, I'm locked in with my Pittsburgh Steelers getting the W at home going into week 6. I got the golden picks. I got the game of the week. Drop a comment. Let me know who you think are the lock picks this week. I'm your host, OG Chris Murray. I'm out.